far beyond our planet, in the deep silence of space, something strange is reaching out. Our most advanced spacecraft have picked up signals we can't explain. Bursts of sound, repeating patterns, and creepy static that doesn't make sense.
The original mission was a 4-year mission to Jupiter and Saturn.
Are these just random space noise? Or messages from something or someone trying to warn us? Let's find out.
We have ignition, and we have liftoff of the Titan Centaur carrying the first of 2 Voyager spacecraft to extend man's senses farther into the solar system than ever before.
I think it was always a dream, but not something that they necessarily thought they could get accomplished. I mean, think about that. These spacecraft have been flying for 41 years. They're both still operating. The original mission was a 4-year mission to Jupiter and Saturn. Voyager 2 was fortunate enough to be able to go not only to Jupiter and Saturn, but also to Uranus and Neptune, and continue on another 28 years past that point, past that Neptune encounter, to reach it now out into interstellar space.
Out there, beyond the warmth of our sun and the familiar planets we know so well, lies a place both silent and mysterious. A frontier so distant and unexplored that only a few human-made objects have ever dared to cross it. Among them, one spacecraft has been quietly drifting through the cosmic dark for more than 4 decades. Voyager 2. Launched in 1977, Voyager 2 was humanity's bold messenger to the stars.
2, 1, we have ignition, and we have liftoff.
Designed to study the outer planets and then venture beyond the edge of our solar system, it has sent back data and images that forever changed how we see our place in the universe. For years, scientists have celebrated its milestones, from close encounters with Jupiter's swirling storms to the icy rings of Neptune. But recently, Voyager 2 did something entirely unexpected. It sent a transmission unlike anything NASA had ever received. A message that seems to hint at something far beyond human understanding.
You've mentioned that we just might make contact with aliens, or at least hear from them within this century. Can you elaborate on your intuition behind that optimism?
Given the fact that we've already identified 4,000 exoplanets orbiting other stars, and we have a census of the Milky Way galaxy for the first time, we know that on average, every single star has a planet going around it, and about 1/5 or so of them have Earth-sized planets going around them. We're talking about, out of 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy, we're talking about billions of potential Earth-sized planets. And to believe that we're the only one is, I think, rather ridiculous. I think in this century, we'll probably pick up signals from an extraterrestrial civilization.
Today, we're diving deep into this cosmic mystery. What exactly did Voyager 2 send back? Could it be a glitch or something more? Something alive, aware, or even intelligent? Voyager 2's journey began over 45 years ago, at a time when home computers were just starting to appear, and space travel was still mostly limited to the moon. The spacecraft carried instruments carefully designed to study the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and to relay back their secrets.
We launched 2 Voyager spacecraft. They were basically the same, but they were on different paths. Voyager 2 was the one that was chosen to do the grand tour, that is, to fly by Jupiter, and then Saturn, and then Uranus, and then Neptune. And then after 1989, we began what is now called the Voyager Interstellar mission. We were on a path we hoped to get to reach interstellar space while we still had power on the spacecraft to transmit the data back. And that's what Voyager 1 did in 2012, and that's now what Voyager 2 is starting to do in 2018. The sun creates this huge bubble of plasma, ionized material. It goes outward at 1,000,000 miles per hour and creates a bubble. And inside the bubble, most of the material has come from our sun, and the magnetic field has come from our sun. Outside the bubble, most of the material comes from other stars that exploded 5, 10, 15 million years ago. We have an instrument which measures the wind coming from the sun, and we saw that, in fact, there was no longer any measurable solar wind. we had left the bubble, basically.
Its mission was simple in concept, but vast in execution. Travel further than any probe before it and explore worlds no one had ever touched. And it succeeded spectacularly, revealing new moons, complex atmospheres, and magnetic mysteries. Eventually, Voyager 2 left the protective bubble of our sun's influence, known as the heliosphere. Crossing this boundary was historic. It marked humanity's first journey into interstellar space, a place where the familiar solar wind gives way to the cold emptiness between stars. Even here, Voyager's instruments continued to work, sending home vital information about cosmic rays, plasma, and magnetic fields. These readings help us understand the vastness beyond our solar neighborhood. But then, on July 21st, 2023, communication with Voyager 2 was paused on July 21st, 2023, due to an accidental misalignment of the antenna. A sequence of commands sent to the spacecraft inadvertently caused its antenna to point 2 degrees away from Earth, disrupting communication with NASA's Deep Space Network. NASA's Deep Space Network station in Canberra, Australia, sent the equivalent of an interstellar shout across 12.3 billion miles of space to reach Voyager 2. The message told the distant spacecraft to adjust its position and point its antenna back toward Earth. Because the signal took 18.5 hours to travel one way, it took a total of 37 hours before the team knew if it worked. Then, on August 4th, Voyager 2 started sending back science data and system updates, confirming it was functioning properly and still following its intended path. Then, in another incident about a year ago, NASA engineers noticed something strange, a sudden, puzzling shift in Voyager 2's transmissions. One of its onboard systems responsible for keeping the spacecraft aimed at Earth began acting strangely. It started sending data through a computer that had been inactive for decades. At first, this was thought to be a malfunction. After all, Voyager 2's technology is ancient by today's standards, and decades in the harshness of space take their toll. Yet, despite this rerouting of data through a dormant system, the spacecraft remained perfectly aligned, and its signal was strong. This anomaly was unlike anything engineers had ever seen, and no command had been sent from Earth telling the probe to switch systems. When engineers dug into the corrupted telemetry, they discovered it wasn't just random noise or glitchy data. Embedded within the scrambled transmissions were structured sequences, patterns resembling Voyager's earliest launch codes, as if the spacecraft's systems had rebooted into a long-forgotten memory. More baffling still, there was a low-frequency pulse, a rhythmic heartbeat, layered beneath the data. It repeated every 7.44 seconds, fading in and out, and resisted every attempt to reset or override it. Scientists called this pulse the heartbeat. Some thought it was a ghost in the software, a looping glitch, but others suspected it came from outside Voyager itself. The idea sent chills through the scientific community. Voyager 2 wasn't just malfunctioning, it was interacting with something else, something unknown beyond our solar system, something that was listening and perhaps responding. As engineers and scientists worked around the clock, they realized the transmission was no ordinary glitch. Using advanced signal processing techniques, they began to decode the patterns hidden in the noise. What emerged was astonishing. Buried in the pulse sequences were intricate geometric shapes, patterns that seemed deliberate, too precise to be random interference from cosmic radiation or hardware failures. Triangles, hexagons, and other polygons emerged in a digital tapestry that resembled some kind of cosmic language. The discovery was unprecedented. It suggested that Voyager 2's system was sending a message, or perhaps relaying one, encoded in a mathematical code that transcended human languages. The shapes combined into a larger figure, one that matched certain universal constants. Pi, the golden ratio, and prime number sequences embedded carefully within the signal. This level of mathematical sophistication suggested intelligence behind the message. One of the scientists remarked, "It's like receiving a cosmic handshake, a greeting written in the language of math and geometry. Something or someone is trying to communicate." Others cautioned against jumping to conclusions. Could this be a previously unknown natural phenomenon? Or perhaps a deep space interaction we have yet to understand? Scientists began hypothesizing where this signal might originate. Voyager 2 is in interstellar space, but could the pulse be a response triggered by its passage through a region rich with exotic particles or magnetic fields? Some propose the signal might come from an unknown form of cosmic life, something non-biological yet conscious, like a sentient plasma or a vast electromagnetic entity. At a high-level NASA briefing, the discovery sparked debate. Could Voyager 2's anomaly be evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence? While no official confirmation was made, the data was compelling enough to warrant deeper investigation. The discovery revived efforts by SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and other observatories to scan the region around Voyager 2's current position for similar signals. No direct contact was made, but new data added layers to the mystery. Could Voyager 2 have unwittingly become a messenger, carrying a cosmic warning or greeting across the stars? Was this heartbeat a beacon, a caution, or perhaps a call for help from beyond? The strange, repeating signals from Voyager 2 triggered a whirlwind of theories. Could this be proof that we are not alone? Was it a cosmic beacon from an advanced civilization? Some experts suggested the signals were a message from a long-lost extraterrestrial race, encoded in mathematical sequences designed to be universal, a language anyone with the right tools could understand. Others wondered if it was a cosmic artifact, a remnant of an ancient galactic civilization trying to reach out across time and space. Skeptics cautioned against jumping to conclusions, emphasizing natural cosmic phenomena like pulsars or magnetars that emit regular pulses of energy. Still, the unique geometric patterns in Voyager 2's transmission were unlike anything observed before. Some theorists even speculated about exotic cosmic life forms, non-biological entities made of electromagnetic fields or plasma that could survive in deep space, communicating through complex signals. This new frontier challenged our very definition of life. Driven by curiosity, NASA planned new deep space probes equipped with better sensors to explore Voyager 2's current region. They also coordinated with SETI and international observatories to monitor the signals continuously. The signals from Voyager 2 remind us that space is filled with mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Each discovery expands our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Whether this was a cosmic hello or a natural enigma, it has sparked a new era of exploration and wonder. As we look up at the stars, Voyager 2's heartbeat echoes in the silence. A reminder that the universe still holds secrets beyond our wildest dreams. Voyager 2 is not the first spacecraft to stumble upon strange signals from the depths of space. Pioneer Anomaly. Launched before Voyager 2, the Pioneer 10 and 11 spacecraft also traveled beyond our solar system. Scientists noticed something odd. Their paths shifted slightly in ways no one could fully explain. For years, this strange Pioneer anomaly puzzled experts. Some thought it might be a hidden force, or even a sign of something out there affecting the probes. Although later explained by heat emissions, it showed that deep space still holds secrets we don't fully understand. Wow, signal! The same year Voyager 2 launched, a giant radio telescope in Ohio picked up an unusual signal from space that lasted just 72 seconds. It was so strange and perfect that the astronomer who found it wrote "wow" next to the data. No one knows where it came from, or if it was a message from aliens. This signal remains one of the strongest hints that we might not be alone in the universe. Voyager 1's mysterious signal glitch. In 2023, NASA's Voyager 1, which has been traveling through interstellar space since 1977, began sending back garbled, seemingly meaningless data. While engineers later traced it to a memory system issue, for weeks it was as if the spacecraft was talking nonsense from beyond the solar system. Some theorists speculated, what if Voyager had encountered something it couldn't interpret? Fast radio bursts and SETI. From Earth, scientists have been listening closely to the skies, searching for signals that might come from intelligent life. They've found fast radio bursts, sudden, powerful flashes of radio waves, that repeat in strange patterns. These bursts are so precise and mysterious that some think they could be a kind of cosmic message, similar to what Voyager the second of may have encountered. In June 2022, Chinese scientists from the Fast Radio Telescope revealed they detected suspicious signals in 2020 while scanning exoplanets. Although follow-up suggested the signals might be from radio interference, it was enough to spark headlines about possible alien contact. New Horizons Pluto signal glitch. When New Horizons flew past Pluto, it experienced odd glitches in its signals. Brief moments when the data got scrambled or faded. Engineers chalked it up to technical issues, but some people wonder if it was interference from something unknown out there, maybe even another kind of signal trying to get through from beyond the Kuiper Belt. Parkes Telescope and the Lorimer Burst. This was the first discovered FRB detected by the Parkes Radio Telescope in Australia. It was so powerful and unexplained that some scientists thought it might have been artificial in origin. Later FRBs added to the mystery, especially the ones that repeat and come from fixed locations in distant galaxies.